Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Emma, and I'm going to tell you about monster mapping, where to get started, what you're going to be doing. When you first start out, you're going to learn to use duck hands, lines, and numbers for all words. It doesn't matter what words they are. You're going to learn to speak in speech sounds, but use your duck hands because they help you to segment and blend the words. Segmenting just means get it in the right order, and blending means putting those speech sounds together into the whole word.
Oh, this is lemons.
Pin. Pin. Learn new words. Acquisition.
Acquisition.
What's another word for self-consciousness?
Embarrassment.
Embarrassment.
Those Year 6 students understand why we monster map. Because I've worked with a lot of students who felt embarrassment because they couldn't read or spell, and yet it wasn't their fault. They needed monster mapping.
Okay, so how would you tackle reading that word?
I've got no idea.
It wasn't his fault he didn't know where to start to decode this unfamiliar word. He also couldn't read this text. He was an NBT, never been taught, despite being in school for 10 years.
So just read that. Just show me how you would read, because people teach people how to read differently.
I've got no idea. I don't know any of them.
He felt embarrassed. But he had no reason to be embarrassed. No one had taught him to read, write and spell. So he started that day.
Cat, dog, and pig get a gig on the
Deck.
deck.
So that's a purple level sound pick. So the C and the K together make that speech sound cut.
Yeah.
Deck.
10 men go to the gig.
Amazing.
And when you learn how to monster map, you can help others to learn to read and spell too. So what do we do now? We're practicing duck hands, lines and numbers, and then you can check to see if you use the same speech sound lines as the king. In SSP, the king is the one who created the code. He thought about the speech sounds he used. He found the monsters because the monsters all love one of those speech sounds. So you can build words just using the monsters. You don't even have to think about the letters at first. Just learn to build words using the speech sounds you can hear. Put the right monsters on the lines. And you can also look at a word somebody else has done and work out the word. Learn the speech sounds the monsters love. You can do this at any age.
Good boy. Yeah, right.
Has a dot on her head. Head, there.
Monster Monster T. Monster P. Monster E. Monster 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 D. Good boy. There he is.
There he is. There is.
Yay!
What is it, a fun one? Mommy, this is a cool one.
Yeah.
This.
Buzzer. B-a-z-a. Buzzer. Let's build it on the whiteboard.
Sound in buzzer. B. Mila, can you come and find the B monster? Well done. What is the second sound in buzzer? Ashton, can you come and find the
There's a cow and
Well done. So we've got B, What's the third sound in buzzer? Nicola, come and find the
You mean next turn, I think. After Nicola watching you. Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
That's the one. Let's play it. B, What is the last sound? What did you make, Ashton? Oh, put it back out. Say it louder. And what does that make? And what about you, Molly?
Here are the monsters in your story today. Follow their speech sounds to say the word. B, e, e, Bessie, k, ow, cow, here, is, b, e, Bessie, k, ow, cow. Bessie, cow. Here is Bessie, cow.
How does using the monsters, like in Bessie Cow, how does that help you with reading and spelling?
It helps you with reading, spelling because there's heaps of monsters that you can do, and I really like it. And there's even some pages that you can read. Bessie, cow, here is Bessie, cow. Bessie, cow. Here is Bessie, cow. Here is
And So look at how much fun you can have before you've even thought about the pictures of their speech sounds. If you know the monster sound, you can follow the sound, say the word, and you can build words of your own. You can actually build any words at all that you like. You might even create some sentences like I did on the whiteboard there. As well as investigating any words you like, we're going to play with words using just these 6 monsters. Monster S, A, T, P, I, and N. Monsters S, A, T, P, I, and N. And you can build these words: sip, ant, tap, pan, pin, nap, and a lot more. We call these our green code level words, just using these 6 monsters.
Okay, can you choose a picture? Okay, what is that picture of?
Pat. Santa pat Nin on his head. Pat. Pat.
Pat. Can you duck hand pat for me? Good job. Can you do loads of numbers? And your numbers? Alright, now choose your monsters to go on top. Did you check that your monsters are right? Yep, check your sounds.
What about sip? S-ip, sip.
Going to duck hand the word sip. Can you get your duck out for me, please? Right, show me.
Sip.
Alright, can you do your lines and numbers now? Say that. What do we do while we write the lines? And now your numbers. Good girl. Oh, and putting the lid on. Oh, super smart. Okay, now let's have a look. Let's play it again. Let's do it together. Now I heard a different sound there, so can we do it again to make sure we've got it? Good girl. Can you now make it with your monsters? Make your monster choices. Make your sound choices. Oh, good, I can hear you. I like that. Okay, duck it and check it.
Sip, sip. Now when you feel confident, we think about the pictures of those speech sounds for those words. The speech sounds at the moment are just floating in the air when we talk. Let's take pictures of them and put them down on paper so we can read and write these words using the letters. So in the green code level, this is what those pictures look like for S, A, T, P, I, and N. We can build the words and we can learn to write them. We learn to write S, at, P, I, N. Miss Emma sits.
Who we're doing is sits. Sit. Miss Emma sits. It sits. It sits. It sits. It sits. It. Hey, don't snake on me. Snake. It has one It sits. Okay, what's slip it down the snake. Yeah. Down the insect's body and a dot for his head. Down the tower, across the tower. Your turn, little monster. There you go. Slip it down the snake. It sits. Now we're going to rub it off. Where is it? Here it is. Now we're going to write it 5 times. It sits. It sits. It sits. It sits. It sits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 sits. Sit, 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 sits. Bye.
Follow the sounds and tell me the word. P, it, pit. And there are the pictures of those speech sounds. T, it, tip. And there are the pictures of the speech sounds to create the word. S, ip, sip. Sip, sip. S, it, sit. P, at, pat. Now, while learning to read and spell using green code level words and the monsters, we're also going to learn some duck level words. You can use the Duck Level app to learn these really quickly. The, the. I. And. Is. On. So. Was. To. You. Thank. Duck level words, your high frequency words. I'm going to flash them on the screen. You don't need to say them aloud. Just watch and listen and follow it with your eyes. It's good for your brain. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. December. The, I, and, is, on, so, was, to, you, thank. There are 7 levels. There are 400 words, but you'll learn them really, really quickly. So you're learning those as well as 4 code levels.
And said in
Oh, say it for me. It was. You're going to do 6 activities every day called the Speedy 6. You're going to learn how to do speedy pair decoding. And that's not just about your reading, that's about spelling as well. I, have, to, go, and, put, but, or, I, well done, keep going. Let's say it together. It is too cold to play football today, Thomas, said the speech sound frog. You should help us find Meg the mole.
Thomas the Tank Engine said to his friends, "Come and have breakfast with me, speak Sound Frog."
There are lots of things you'll be able to do on your own, but depending on where you are, the adults around you will help you with the routines, so you can move through the 4 code levels.
SSP is really fun. We have posters. When we move up levels, it's exciting but really hard. The highest level is blue level. I'm on that level. And when you're on the highest level, it'll be so hard. It's really fun, but it's hard.
Now you're going to be pushing through at your own pace. And a lot of the time you don't even need an adult there.
A long way of understanding how to do. You don't have to go in order. You can choose anyone because I chose 10. I did it. 1, 2, 3.
I think that was one of the little things.
Yeah. You have to do your duck hands first, guys, so you're getting those sounds.
So on here.
Show me you're ready. So your writing hand and your duck hand. Go.
So you might be using SSP to learn to read, write and spell when you're very young, or perhaps you missed that and you need to catch up now. Perhaps you're even in high school. We're still going to have fun though. I might even come and work with you myself.
Okay, so the top one, visual prompts. All of these are made up of something. Now, we are not going to put any letters, we're going to spell with lines. So if I have this one, if this was in the book, because when you have them on your headphones, you'll see these are animated. These go like this. So what's he doing?
Stop trying to kill someone with
It's a word with something. Oh, it could be strong. Sure, that's got a minute. It's actually pat. Oh, tap. CH. What do we want? Is patting is for tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so if you saw that one, you would think tap, you have 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, and that's all you do. I don't want the letters. We just spell it with lines. So, can everyone find this one? Can you spell the word with lines? Ant. Go. Ant. 3 lines, 3 numbers underneath. Ant. That's it. You don't need to do letters, anything. It's just spelling with lines. We're training your brain for those sounds. Okay, ready? This one is snap. How many lines? 4. 4. Brilliant. 4 lines. 4 lines. Don't do the letters. You will get trying to be too clever. We just want the lines. 4 lines, 4 numbers. Are you ready? The next one is tin. He's got to paint tin. Tin. 3. Who said 3? Brilliant. We have got pants. We're going to split the t at the end into t. 5. Yes, well done. 5. Just put 5 under. Who can do this one?
Can I have a look, miss?
What? Tap. 3. Yes. Too good. Oh, this one. She's actually spinning. She's spinning on her chair. Spin. It's put it. Yes. Put it. Brilliant. I love that nobody went sput it. Fantastic. What about this one? Drink. Sit. Yes. Sit. Not drink. We're doing sit. Yes. Sit. Breathe. Lines. Snip.
Yes, sit.
3. 4. Yes. 3. 4. Snip.
Get on it, bro.
Oh, we got snap. Again. This time because the crocodile's going to snap. Yes. What he said. What he said. It's like the image, you know, when the house was all done up for Christmas, it's whatever, and then the house next door just goes, oh, you missed it. Anyway, don't worry. Right. Okay, he's panting. Now we don't do yet, so it must just be pants. Stand. Put 5. Okay, that one's pink. Put the visual prompts away. Boo! Push it through. 3. Away. Put it away. 4. 5.
It's
3.
It's very.
Okay, the next shelf. You hate them out. Now you have got your sound pics. So we put them away nice and organised and look after them. They're very carefully made. And then the next one, you have got your... Okay, now what we're going to do... You see it? No, you say it, you draw it. We're going to say it and draw it. So you say and draw. That's it. The reason this is there is because sometimes... Does anyone... So here we've got sip. Does anyone know what this word is? Oh, sip. Stop. What? Snap.
Is it a little
Sugar. What's that a picture of? What's that a picture of? You just said it. It's a picture of sugar. Sugar. So the reason... It's H. But it isn't, is it? Look.
silent room?
It isn't silent. We don't have anything silent. It's all that is a picture for just there. Everything is used all the time. So the reason that we've got that there is to think, oh, is it? Now at the moment, because we're doing at put in, you know it's... But that's why we've got that there, because sometimes, who knows this? What could this be?
So that was my first session with them. We do visual prompts, sound pics, words, sentences for every code level, and we're doing these in real stories and we're writing real sentences. But we're learning the code, we're learning the high frequency representations for those speech sounds. As we move through the 4 code levels, it means we become really familiar with how the code works. By the time you finish the blue code level, You're actually able to read with fluency and comprehension.
How people go through all green level, purple level, yellow level and blue level, and then when they're really good at reading past all of those code levels like me, they get to read whatever they like chapter books.
Yeah, you just get to read for fun and pick what you want to read because you can already read. Fantastic.
When I've done lots of stuff, I get to move up levels, and I get my SSP because we move up levels, and I've already moved up a level, and I'm on blue now, and because I do heaps of work, and I do lots of SSP on my workboard, and write heaps of things and all them. And I like working with Erin, practicing blue and elite because I'm almost on blue because I'm at yellow, and I like practicing with Erin and elite.
So it's not just learning these representations, you've got to be able to understand them. That's what reading is. It's not just code mapping, it's code mapping with fluency and comprehension. Here are the Sound Pics sandwiches.
Today I'm going to find a Sound Pic sandwich in chapter 2. Why it is at night time and I'm in my room.
Okay, let's have a look.
Race.
And why is that a Sound Pic sandwich?
The A and the E.
Yeah.
And A. Then the C jumps in the middle.
Yep, and can you duck-hand race for me?
Race. Race.
You can also write, and we do a lot with writing, which means we're checking your grammar, your punctuation, but we're being really creative. We're using some fantastic words, and we're just really having fun with reading, writing and spelling. Because you know what? If you're not having fun, we're not having fun. So let's sing, dance, read and write together. The is, this. Is, is. How, how. We, we. Do, do. This is how we do